But let's get an update. Let's talk about the updates on the Patriots receivers and who they are reportedly inquiring about. So there are some conflicting reports, as there always is. They have been saying for weeks, well, even months at this point, maybe, that the Patriots have been interested in trading for DeAndre Hopkins. Of course, we know that blew up after the Patriots versus the Cardinals in November, which I was at. And they had their pregame interaction where they were telling each other that they loved each other and whatnot. But then apparently the Patriots were inquiring about a trade for him, and because he became available with the new GM in Arizona, it seemed like it could be something that could actually happen. So they are reporting that the Cardinals would like a second rounder at least, which I would be kind of okay with if they traded pick 46 for it, or even a pick next year. I don't know what the Cardinals would want. I think they have a good amount of picks, so I don't know that they necessarily need it this year, but it's possible. We shall see. There are some conflicting reports there, as I said, though, that the Patriots are in, the Patriots are out. I don't know. Some people thought that maybe because they signed Juju that this meant that they were out. I don't think that is the case. So we will have to see for updates. I mean, it's kind of difficult to say who has the most accurate information or the most up-to-date information because so many different things are being said. It's the same thing with Jerry Jeudy at this point. Earlier this week, at the beginning of this week, we heard that the Patriots were one of the few teams that were still in on Jerry Jeudy. Then somebody else said that they were in on them, but now they're not, after they heard that Denver reportedly wants either a first rounder or a second rounder and a player for Jeudy. And I think they also said that for Sutton. I'm not sure. Then you had somebody come out and say that Denver is actually not interested in trading either Jeudy or Sutton. And then somebody else came out and said that the Patriots are still expressing interest and still inquiring. So I don't know at this point what they're actually doing. It seems like we know at least what the price that they're looking for is, which makes sense because they did try to trade Jeudy last year around the trade deadline and are said to have had at least like 5 teams that were calling and interested, but that they couldn't get a deal done because teams felt like they were asking for too much. At that point, maybe because there was, it's in the middle of the season, it's at the end of October, and maybe they felt like, a first rounder for him was a little bit too much. I think given his production, it just depends on what you see in him, I guess, because a first rounder does seem like a lot, but he could potentially be a wide receiver 1 on a team, so a first rounder seems fair. I don't know. My problem is the people who are willing to give up a second round pick and Kendrick Bourne for him. I am not on that. I am not on that train. I would like them to keep Kendrick Bourne. I'd really like to see what Kendrick Bourne can do with Bill O'Brien, with Juju, with Mike Gesicki, with a back to normal, Hunter Henry. I would really like to see that. So we will have to see about that. But the Patriots are also said to still be in on Odell Beckham Jr. As we know, they did attend his workout in Arizona last week. But a problem there is that he is reportedly seeking $20 million a year. I don't know that the Patriots would be willing to pay for that. I think they might, just because of Belichick's admiration for OBJ, how they've tried to acquire him on numerous occasions at this point. It's possible that they will do that, but it does seem like a lot for a guy that is coming off of back-to-back ACLs. So I do not know. But we have seen that there are a lot of Patriots players that are getting involved with trying to recruit these guys. Kendrick Bourne is the latest one to be trying to recruit Jeudy or Jeudy or Hopkins. I don't remember. Via his Instagram this morning, he posted a story of him working out, and I guess he does like a freestyle, like trying to convince them to come to the Patriots. Mack Wilson, after he was re-signed by the Patriots yesterday, was tweeting out to Jerry Jeudy and to Hopkins about coming to the Patriots. And then, of course, we know Matthew Judon always taken the one for the team to try and get all of these guys to sign. So it seems like it's a collaborative effort at this point. And as great as it is, I think it's kind of fun to see that they actually are enjoying their time with the Patriots, that they are wanting players to come there. And I don't think it's just in a selfish way of like, we want to win and we think you can help us win. I do think that they genuinely enjoy being there. And I think that's pretty cool, especially with, people running with the narrative that New England sucks and no one wants to play there and blah 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 blah. So there is that. So